Alrighty, so for Christmas, I'm installing a big TV in my son's bedroom. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to mount it on the wall with a wall mount that swivels. But I want to show you first the one I did in the living room. So I got this off of Amazon. I forget what it's called. It was their cheapest fireplace wall mount. So they have like these fireplace ones are like $500. I don't know if they sell them anymore. The cheaper one, but the $500 one was like, it was called mantel mount, I believe. Anyways, I got a cheaper one, and I'm glad I did. Still, it was a couple $100, but like expensive, right? So, but for me, it worked out. So when I see my TV is hung up right here above the fireplace. Let's see if I can show you. I'll show you how I did this one real fast. So it's above the fireplace. It works really well. So I know people that are interested in these types of wall mounts want to know how they work. It works really good. Let me put the camera down so I can show you. Let me just see if I can have the lights on. I don't have much light in my house. It's hard to get lighting in here. Alright, where did I put this camera down here? Hold on. Alright, so I hope I have enough lighting to show you how this mount works on this TV. So you can see the TV appears to be floating. And this is a side view of it. Okay? This is a side view of it. There we go. And it moves up and down, so I'll show you. So it can go all the way down, up this far, about that far, and see it hits the mantle right there. And so because my TV is, because my fireplace is recessed, I had to build it out. So see how it's recessed? Well, this is made to spring flush against the wall and go over a mantle. But it's recessed a lot, so I had to build it out about 4 inches with blocks to make it work. So if anybody has this issue, it'll work. So I put 2 2x4s and just mimic the bracing, and I bolted the 2x4s. Well, I screwed them to so how I did this is I bolted the first 2x4. Oh, how did I do it? How did I do it? Okay, so when I built this out, I had to put 2 2x4s together. Okay, so creating about 4 inches. And then I have another 1 inch bar, 1 inch piece on top of that. So it goes like this. Let's see, 1 inch, a 2x4, 2x4, and a little 1 incher behind that. So I needed to give me enough to build out, because this is pulled in the back of the TV would want to go all the way to the wall, and it can't because of it being recessed in. So I had to build it out 5 inches to make it work, and it was perfect. And so I painted the 2x4s to match the fireplace. So what I did is I bolted the first 2x4 into the wall, into the cement, using your cement screws, which do not come out once you put them in. So I did that, and then I screwed on to the first 2x4 another 2x4, and then I bolted that with extra long screws also into the cement. And then I just screwed on the extra 1x1 because I needed 1 more inch onto it with just screws. And then what I did, it sits flush on the mantle, so it has that support of the mantle. But I also have like a T-brace I put there to brace the top one against the bottom one. And then you can't even see. I mean, you can't even tell I built it out really. So that's what it looks like right here. And in the directions, it recommends you to raise it a certain amount of inches to get clearance over your mantle. Well, because I had to build it out so much, and I only have about, I have 5-inch clearance now on the bottom. Well, if you have 5-inch mantle, you don't need to lift it. So mine's completely lowered. It's not even raised. Mine's completely lowered. It's not raised at all, and if not raising it at all, will clear about 5 inches of mantle. Now, if you have a larger mantle, of course, and you don't build it out, you have to raise it up to be able to clear, you know, it says in the directions, to be able to clear your mantle. But in my case, I had to, you know, I never can follow a recipe or directions. I have to always make my own up. So yeah, I had to do that, if that makes sense to y'all. So that's what I did, and it worked out perfectly, and it's a cool deal. So, because so here, watch it, and then you raise it up again, so it can go, so let's raise it up a bit, because I don't like it that low. And then it stays usually wherever you put it. It stays wherever you put it. Okay? And then you can go any position you want on these things. So. And then to all the way up. You put it all the way up. Just like so. And when it goes all the way up, it fits nice and snug, and you can't even see the back side of it. I probably could have just built it out 4 inches instead of that 1 extra, making it 5. But look at it's all snugged in there. Looks good. So that's how it looks all the way up. I have just enough space. It's a 70, I think it's a 74-inch TV. I don't know. I know it's 70 something. Yeah. So, and then when you bring it down, it also goes side to side. So it has these handles at the bottom. You pull it down, and then you can move it all the way to the side, both directions. So that's how that works. And so now all over the side, you can watch TV from this direction of the living room. And then let's go to this part of the living room. See the TV, that's what it looks like right here, right now, and then I'll turn it towards you. And then if you're on this side of the living room, your furniture's on the other side, then you can go ahead and turn it. The doggy's in my way. This direction as well. So yeah, it's really cool. Anyways, But for the most part, our furniture, like, we just keep it facing this way. Maybe tilting it that way a little bit. So, just wherever you want it. And then I put it up just a bit more. I don't have it all the way up. I like to have it out a bit. So yeah, so it looks like it's floating in the living room. It's pretty cool. And then I still have room for my stockings on the mantle and everything. So at Christmas time, I can still put my stocking up on the fireplace. So, and I have to look up exactly what that one was called, but it was the most inexpensive one that would hold like a 74-inch TV. So